My name is David Kilmer. I'm a board member of Dogsmile Adventures, as well as a captain. And today we're on beautiful Lake Coeur d'Alene on my tugboat. Being a board member at Dogsmile Adventures has opened my eyes to all the ways in which we can help people around us every day. It's been a great pleasure to participate on many levels, from the youth camp all the way to some fairly serious racing. And we did that racing with veterans. And the experience of watching veterans overcome, adapt, and rise to the challenge in a supportive environment is an amazing experience. Everybody is fighting a great battle that you can't see and most of us know nothing about. But therapeutic sailing gives people a chance to get out on a boat, away from their regular everyday life, and see that battle in a new light. Therapeutic sailing means that people have to let go of their fears. They have to let go of that death grip on the dock, and they have to point the boat in a new direction. And in that letting go is a real freedom. The leadership of Dogsmile has been unparalleled. I've long admired what Captain John Totten can do in a teaching environment, and of late I've begun to see how contagious his brand of kindness is. So this summer I watched Dogsmile Adventures serve an incredible number of people, an amazing amount of boat rides, and as exciting as that is, I think that's only scratching the surface. There are so many more people that need a boat ride, that deserve a boat ride. And people are hurting. And I know this is exactly what they need. And I know that Dogsmile Adventures' mission has only begun. Sailing means so much to me. And to see kids do this for the first time, and do it with a big smile on their face, a big dog smile on their face, you might say, is an incredible feeling. It's a wonderful feeling to look back at the past year of Dogsmile Adventures and think of all the great times we've had on the water together, and think of all the lives we've touched, and to see all the hard work that everyone's put into this, all the contributions that have come in, pay off in such a rewarding way. And when we talk to people about where we're at with the program, they're blown away. And that is a giant thank you to every single person who has contributed in some way to Dogsmile Adventures. When I think of Dogsmile Adventures, I think of the quote that says, "If there is any kindness that I can show to a fellow creature, let me show it now, for I may not pass this way again." And I think that's at the heart of what we're doing. Dogsmile Adventures has accomplished so much in its short time, and there is so much more to be done. But in order to do that, in order to grow this program and expand and help all the people that really need our help, we need your help. We need you to contribute your time, talents, and resources to Dogsmile Adventures in any way you can. And with your help, there's no limit to what this program can do. Sail with Dogsmile Adventures and see what kindness, water, and a little wind can do.
My name's Terry Brinton. I'm the assistant coordinator for outdoor pursuits here at North Idaho College in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. We're here on the North Idaho College campus on our beautiful beach where we teach sailing and rent the sailboat fleet behind us here. So I learned how to sail at summer camp as a little kid. I started when I was about 7 years old, and my experiences sailing are one of the most formative experiences of my youth. I don't think that I experienced that sense of freedom that I got when I was in command of my own boat at that age out on the open water doing anything else. And I went on to teach sailing a bit at that same summer camp. I really enjoyed providing that experience and helping more kids feel that same sense of freedom that I felt. And now I've come full circle, and I'm doing the same thing for college students and community members here with North Idaho College and with Dogsmile Adventures. The benefits that I feel while sailing are the combination of being in touch with nature and being really in tune with the great forces of the world, and the peace of mind that that gives you, because it is an all-encompassing activity. You cannot think about anything else when you're out there if you're that engaged. And the feeling that I always get when I step off the boat back onto the dock when I'm done is a sense of peace. And the things that were preoccupying my brain before are not a problem anymore. They're still there, but they're not the same stress that they were beforehand. And it's happens every time I step off the boat without fail. Doesn't matter if we were sitting around bobbing around, no wind out there, or fully gripped in white caps. It makes no difference. It's that sense of grappling with the great forces of nature and trying to be in balance with them, and the great reward of that sense of freedom that you get when you do it. Having been fortunate enough to sail on Dogsmile quite a bit this year in various capacities, I can't be thankful enough for those opportunities. I think my position in the Dogsmile organization is awesome, because I can on one day be the skipper on the boat with my proteges, and then on another day be a crew member on the boat with my mentors, and to be learning so much in both of those capacities has been great. I've felt like my sailing and my career in that aspect of my career has moved forward a huge leap this year, and it's been a great honor to be able to provide this venue to help host the Dogsmile Youth Adventure Camp here at North Idaho College Beach. We have a pretty good setup for it here with the way the wind works and our beach. It's very conducive for that type of program. I look forward to one day meeting one of those kids down the road as an adult and hear them reminisce about that. I know that I will have that conversation with one of these students at some point, and it'll be a great experience for sure. And I really do think that everybody can benefit from being on the water. Being connected with a body of water in that way is a innately human experience, and it taps into some deep drive that we have to be near water. If you look at around the globe, where do people settle? It's next to water. It's not just because we need it to drink, it's because people like to be near the water, and it has a palpable soothing effect. Dogsmile raises money a number of ways, and all of those ways are absolutely necessary to keep the program moving. So there's charters and lessons that help support the program, and those will continue, I am sure, and that program will continue to grow. But in conjunction with that, we really need donations, and there's a million different organizations out there vying for charitable funds these days. But I think that picking an organization that you connect with is going to be the most meaningful for you as a donator. Whether you've been sailing, or whether you've just thought about it, or whether you've looked at it and said, oh man, that's cool, how can we help support that? This is how you support it. So the last thing I'd like to say about this organization that has been my pleasure to be a part of is the deliberate effort to make every experience, whether it's with the Dogsmile professionals just going out for racing for their own fun, or taking people out for tours or lessons, or doing charitable programs, the deliberate effort to keep a positive vibe and attitude on the boat, not just about the experience, but just as humans relating to each other. It's a contagious thing, and every single time I've been on the boat or involved with any Dogsmile program, whether it's putting the boat together or working on things or teaching or racing or whatever, every single time there has been a palpable, contagious, positive vibe. My face hurts from smiling after a weekend out doing these programs. And it takes a little bit of intentional effort to get the ball rolling on that, but once it gets going, it's contagious, and it's led to a deeper connection with the people that I've been on the boat with on a number of levels, and I'm exceedingly thankful for that. And I'm really doing my best to try and bring that into the rest of my life and the other things that I do outside of Dogsmile Adventures. And it's, I think, one of the biggest thing about the program. It's what the Dogsmile means. It's that you're so happy and so elated that you can't hold back the smile and your face hurts. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Now, when I see somebody else that I've been a part of this program with, we could be looking at each other from across the parking lot and just give a little, and then you see those teeth flash back, and we both have that, get sucked right back into that warm feeling. And like I said before, when you throw a pebble into a pond, it makes a wave, and those waves grow, and there is no telling what the outcome of all of that positive energy is going to be, but I am certain that it's going to be good.
My name is Katie Linder. I am a graphic designer and proud board member of Dogsmile Adventures. We are here at my office in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and this is where the magic happens behind the scenes. I help out with a lot of marketing and advertising outreach for the nonprofit. I've worked with many nonprofits in the past. I've actually been involved in founding a nonprofit, and so it was super exciting for me to just witness the overwhelming response that we received when we shared Dogsmile with the world. And I think it's a testament to the underlying why of the program. It's like people connected with it, they got it. If anyone's ever been on a boat or been in the outdoors, they get it. They get why this needs to happen and why this needs to happen more than ever now. I choose to work with nonprofits, especially Dogsmile. I think doing something that fills your cup in a way where you're also able to use your talent and see a direct impact you're making in your community is a super powerful thing. There are very few activities that match the feeling of being on a sailboat. It is full immersion in nature at its finest. There are elements all around you. You are submerged in the healing powers of water. You are experiencing wind moving a craft as it has for thousands of years, and people have experienced that. And it helps you fully unplug and be extremely present. And I think that is an incredibly powerful tool for healing. We were able to get my sister-in-law, Emily, on the boat this last summer on her birthday. She has been battling MS for the better part of a decade, and it's a roller coaster. She is in chronic pain. She puts on a tough face for all of us, but I know she struggles every day. I do. And she is the strongest person I know. I'm sorry. So I brought up this idea to her and said, have you ever been sailing? And she said, no, I've never stepped foot on a sailboat. And I said, what do you think about going sailing for your birthday? And she just lit up at the idea. So I knew that this was gonna be the deal. So we took her out sailing along with her parents who had also never been on a sailboat. And it was an incredibly impactful experience for everybody. Watching John, who is so incredible and energizing and positive and is leading them through the experience without them even realizing it, is just incredible to watch. She could not stop smiling the entire day. Just the joy radiating out of her was palpable. She was having the best time of her life, really, to put it clearly. And once she got more comfortable on the boat, she's walking around. She came up, she laid back, watched the sails. She just wanted to sit and breathe and take it all in. And I think she was in a place where she was really open to experiencing the healing that was gonna happen for her, and it did. You could see it. And by the end, the whole time we were like, Ems, do you want to drive? You want to try, get behind the wheel? And she was like, I'm not sure. And at the end I go, here's your last chance. And she's like, I'm doing it. And she got behind that wheel, and we've shared a picture through social media of her, and you can just tell that was the cherry on top. She drove that boat, and she has talked about it so many times with us since. She has shared how it sort of melted everything away and allowed her to just be. And what a gift. We do this work behind the scenes, and we hope we're able to provide some respite for people who are struggling with physical or mental ailments. And to watch it unfold in person was indescribable. So she had her best day ever. She talks about it, and she said, hey, can we do this every year? Sure enough, yeah, we absolutely will. I think the potential for Dogsmile is honestly limitless. I can see us 5, 10, 20 years down the road, and this has become a nationally recognized program where people fly in to have this sailing experience. I think, John says it best. It's like, the boat's there for anybody that wants to feel better. And how many of us can always say that on any given day? For communities that are under-resourced or at need, I think there is an opportunity to try a different type of therapy. There are studies shown now, which anyone who has appreciated the great outdoors in any capacity knows, how it makes you feel once you're out in nature. Sailing is a huge part of that, and what a way to immerse yourself in nature on the water. And I think the full benefits of that we don't fully understand yet, but we can see it. We can see how it's helping people already, and we just want more of that. We want more people on the boat. We want more communities learning about what we're doing, and we want to grow alongside with them and serve those needs. What I would do is ask you to help contribute to this mission in any way. Seriously, $5, $10, anything helps. When we have people purchase a boat ride, it therefore funds someone else that wouldn't have access to this type of experience. And we don't want anyone to feel like this is out of their reach. Youth that are going through something, for people dealing with chronic illness or disability, everyone can benefit from a boat ride. Anyone living through a pandemic for the last 18 months can benefit from a boat ride. So we would just ask that you contribute anything if this is a mission that speaks to you. Mental health has obviously been a conversation that is bubbled up a lot over the past couple years, and it is our #1 priority to make people feel better by going on a boat ride. And just saying that brings me joy. You're gonna have fun on a boat ride. So I would ask you to contribute anything you can. Anything truly helps, and this mission is important. I think what we will start to see is sort of like those ripples in the water, people telling other people, people feeling better, people spreading the word, and how can that not make the world a better place?
It happened. And that's what I keep saying. It happened. This thing that was a dream, it was an idea that manifested in a most peculiar way, it became real this year. It happened. It's hard to describe the value of the generosity of people this year. A year ago, I was campaigning on an idea. I was campaigning on hope and saying, hey, help me try to do this. Help me try to create a therapeutic sailing program. And people responded in an overwhelming way. They bought in to an idea. They bought into the concept of therapeutic sailing, and there would be no program without that generosity. And so the first thing I would say is how much gratitude I feel for everyone that gave. There were people that donated $10, there were people that donated $5,000, and everywhere in between. And the reality is that it doesn't matter. Everybody that contributed is a part of this. Everyone that contributed can feel like they're helping somebody feel better, that they are supporting a program that gives people relief, that gives people what they need. I've seen people get off the boat feeling better than they got on it. And that is, to me, that's the essence of the whole deal. How we get there is really up in the air. It depends on how the day goes, and every group's a little bit different. But the measure by which I see therapeutic sailing is just that fact. Like, do they seem a little lighter walking up the dock than they did walking down? My job is really just to facilitate this thing doing the work. And when I say this thing, it's the boat as the vehicle and this environment. You know, this beautiful place here on Lake Pend Oreille in Bayview, Idaho, that we get out there, the sails are up. When that engine shuts off, you can almost feel like this, people like look around for a second like, whoa. And then they really like, okay, that noise goes away. And I think that's what a lot of us are seeking. And noise can mean a lot of things, right? In this case, it's just this, the diesel cuts out, sails engage, the boat heels, and you just watch the thing start to happen. And I'm just a facilitator at that point. For some groups, it's the hands-on piece. It's feeling like they're engaged in the activity, in control of what's happening. For others, it's just like pure relaxation, sunshine. They don't touch the control. Like I sail the boat. I had a couple teenagers that slept the whole time, and the group leader was like, that kid probably hasn't slept like that in months. And so there it was, and it's whatever those people get out of it. I do my best not to try and anticipate, and just get out there and let this thing do the work. I feel really helpless sometimes in the world. You know, the news, and all you see is tragedy and divided nation and pandemic and all these things, right? And it can feel hopeless at times. And I'm really proud that we've created something here that is the opposite of all of that. That you can tune into our social media channels, watch our videos, and be like, wow, I'm a part of something good in the world. And that's what it really comes down to. And that's a dollar away. It really is. It doesn't matter. The amount is irrelevant, you know, to the feeling. You're a part of it. The moment that you donate, you're a part of something good. It feels good to do good. And I've never connected with that as much as I do now. I hear people talk about this a lot. I've read about it. You know, the search for meaning and purpose in your life and what's it all about. And I don't think I've ever really connected with it until now, or at least not as deeply as I do now. I believe that purpose is the intersection of talent and need. What really makes me tick and what I'm good at is taking people on boat rides. It's like nothing makes me feel better than doing that. And so there's the talent piece. And then the journey became, how do I connect that with a need? And it took a long time. I've been taking people on boat rides for 20 years. But it's only this year that I connected it to a need. And I realized there's all these people out there that need what I love to do. And it's that connection that is the most it's the most powerful thing I've ever felt in my heart. It's incredible. I wish Mom was here to see this. But she isn't. No, Mom taught me the value of giving and how happiness, you can't buy it. You know, there's no amount of the only reason to make money for her was to give it away. It really was. Like, if she could only work a little more, it wasn't to buy a new car or to live in a better house. It was so that she could give more to people that needed it. It's the only reason that she would ever, was driven to earn more money, was so that she could give more. And it affected me really deeply as a little boy, and as I grew older, and now that she's gone and here I am running this charity, I know she's out there with me every day. I feel it, certain days more than others, and it means a lot. This year there was a lot of uncertainty, but all I rested on was these people are counting on you to go make someone else feel better today. So you better go do it. Go do whatever needs to get done today so that these boat rides keep happening. It's wild to experience, but I'll tell you, it's the most fulfilling thing I've ever been a part of. Nothing's ever made me feel this good about what I'm doing with my time. I just want to do it again. Last year I just wanted to do it at all, and this year I just want to do it again. I think there's a lot of potential. This year was all about making new connections, reaching out to various organizations here locally that support whichever population they support, and saying, hey, do you think that your group would benefit from what I'm offering? And a lot of experimentation and people coming out. Almost no one that came out had ever been on a sailboat. And so I look forward to doing that again and introducing more people to it. But also there's an excitement about people returning. And now they're walking down the dock anticipating feeling better. That doesn't happen the first time. There's a lot of nerves and I'm not sure. But next year, I'll have the opportunity to take somebody on a boat ride again. So I'm really anticipating that piece for next year. And developing the collaborations with the programs that I found this year, and finding new programs and new people, and just spending as many days out on the water doing this as I can. That's really what next season's going to be about. It's been so incredible. It's been such a dream come true, and it's all made possible by people that donate their time and money to the program. And it feels good. It feels good to take those donations and turn them into something good. And I can't wait to do that again. I really am excited about another season of this. And I'm so much more confident than I was last year. I got to capacity at one point, and it was like, I can't take any more people sailing this week, which I just didn't, in my wildest dreams, imagine that it was gonna be that well received. And so next year, there's more boats, there's more days out, there's more opportunities, there's more people involved, and we just get to do this with that many more people, and we get to do it with your help. I just want to thank everyone that's contributed to the program before, and that is contributing now, and that will contribute in the future. It's a key part of it for me. It expands this community across the globe. It gives me a bit of connection with all of you to know that when those funds come in and I turn them into boat rides, that we're all in it together. So thanks for being a part of it.